Morning, Tom.
Melbourne, Australia to Seattle, Washington connection in 20 seconds.
Not now, and close the door.
Melbourne, Australia to Seattle, Washington connection in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Jack.
Well, it may be morning to you, Abner, but I'm sitting down here in Melbourne waiting on my supper. You with the glasses. I may be on the other side of the world to you, but I can still see you. Don't forget, teleconferencing's a two-way street. All right, Abner, let's get down to business. Can we kill them?
I'm not certain we will be able to kill them, Jack. They're a damn big company with a lot of clout, especially right now. But we have been testing their system here in our offices to see what we're up against. And we've been working night and day on an antitrust injunction that I think...
Injunction? Listen to me. In 3 days, Teal and his monster are going to start gobbling up the world like a damned locust. And my company, and a dozen others like it, are going to be left scrambling for the crumbs.
This injunction we're hammering out isn't some toothless paper lion, Jack. I've got 6 of my best people working on it.
Oh, yes, I can see them all. At 360 per hour. At least somebody's going to get rich off of this.
Digicron, the monster, as you call it, is an American company, and I'm afraid we're going to have to concede that he has a lock on the United States. However, where the injunction we're working on is going to have its greatest bite is internationally. Digicron may be armor-plated here,
Listen to me, mate. America sets the standard the rest of the world follows. Now, if we don't stop Digicron and their big turn-on in a couple of days, the contest will be over. Over! And Digicron will own the world telecommunications business.
That's why the injunction...
Abner?
That's why the injunction...
Abner, what's happening? What's going on?
Unit Peter 3-1 to base. We're bringing in a 18-year-old male university student. Possible drug overdose. Code 3.
So this article said 8 hours a night, nothing less. Just flat out REM sleep. It sure as hell doesn't include being out all night partying.
This kid doesn't look like he's been partying all night, Charlie.
Yeah? How about you, Nick? You been sleeping much lately? I mean, this is what, your 5th shift in the last 72 hours? Ain't natural. That's all I'm saying.
He's not getting much oxygenation here. Breathing is rapid and shallow. No open wounds. Trachea's out of midline. Veins are fully distended. Pulse. He's going into cardiac arrest. We got ourselves a pericardial tamponade.
My EMT training stopped at 3-syllable words.
This heart's drowning in blood. In 90 seconds, I'll stop beating completely. What's our ETA?
We're still 3-4 minutes away from the hospital, at least.
Gonna have to keep it steady, Charlie. Rock steady, you hear me?
What, Nick? What are you doing, buddy? Should I stop?
No, get us there.
EMT unit, Peter 3-1 to base. We got a pericardial tamponade. Initiating life-saving procedures. Please have full team standing by.
Copy that. Trauma on alert.
Guess I don't have to tell you that this is totally against procedure.
I gotta do this just right. A couple of millimeters one way or the other. And... how's that?
Whoa!
Keep it steady, I said, Charlie. Keep it steady, all right?
I'm trying. What's going on, Nicky? Nicky? Come on, buddy, talk to me. What's going on?
I'm in.
Is he gonna make it?
Come on back, buddy. Come on back. Doing just fine. Come on. He's back, Charlie. He's back.
That it? He's okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, you are the man. The miracle man.
Let's get him inside.
Here he is. Let's go.
Let's go.
Got him. Easy. Yeah, I got him. Here we go. Yep. Let's go.
Just what the hell did you think you were doing? Do you realize how many EMT procedural guidelines you just bulldozed out there?
Saved the guy's life, Chief.
I'm thrilled. Now he can sue the hospital for reckless endangerment instead of his next of kin.
I saw what needed to be done. I knew the procedure.
At this hospital, you're an emergency medical technician. You're not a doctor. Now, if I remember, nobody in this coast would even hire you as a doctor when you got back. Now what if you'd pulled that little stunt he hadn't lived, huh? There's a reason we have rules. I thought you'd know that better than anyone.
You know what, Nicky? He's right. You should listen to him. Listen, it's 6, almost 6. What do you say we grab some breakfast? Buddy, where you going?
Coming or what? What you got?
I don't know. He's pretty banged up.
You know, it's not our job to subdue him, Nick. I'm exhausted. Let the cops handle this. Come on.
Hey, partner. Had a rough night, huh? Looks like you got some pretty bad cuts on your face there. Mind if I take a look?
Oh, Dad!
Who's dead?
The 27th floor! Oh, Dad!
He's down, we're in.
Get him to the ER.
Got it. All right, guys, come on. Start an IV. Prep. Now on 3. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Good. Let's get him. Let's get him in the air.
This way.
Oh my God. What the hell happened here?
Don't! Don't touch anything.
I don't understand. What is this?
I don't know.
Why is the military here?
I'm gonna find out.
What? Nick? What are you, buddy?
We've got one hell of an Irwin Allen movie happening here, gentlemen. Close it down. All of it. Start pulling your people back.
Who's running this operation?
She is. What's this? Oh, the press. That's just terrific. These people, they're out of here. Now!
We gotta do more than close it down, miss. You got a Class A pathogen up in that building.
Who the hell are you?
Nick Baldwin. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, well, what do you know about Class A's, Dr.
It's
Baldwin?
a classification given to the fastest acting and most deadly infectious agents. There's 7 victims up there, and they all died pretty damn fast.
Well, thank you for your help. Now, you need to clear the area along with the other emergency services people.
Exiting elevator on the 27th floor. Approaching law offices to the right. Observe fractured tempered glass door. Interior conference room. Indicates body impact. No reading on the infrared. No reading on the ultraviolet. Negative microbreeding. Moving into conference room. Witnessing 7 bodies. 5 male, 2 female. Severe dystonic posturing, clearly blanched tone throughout. Status, post-severe hypertonic convulsions.
Yeah, it's me. It's confirmed. It's happened again. Right. Okay, here's the deal. The room upstairs, seal it. Biological remains, chairs, carpet, collect them all, vacuum wrapped, and have them delivered to B-Lab for Victor. And if it's not there in 1 hour, start looking for new jobs.
Hey, what's going on?
Look, you are done here.
I was the one who found them. A couple of cops and I were inside, without suits.
Well, if you're not dead by now, you should be fine.
Should be fine?
Yes, my people want blood, urine, and a skin sample, so don't bathe until they've got them.
I guess you're not interested in someone who was inside when that happened. Survivor?
Survivor? Where?
Rainier General?
Yeah, give me Rainier, General.
Deal?
Good morning, Eddie.
Only a couple days now, sir.
That's right.
500 channels are the best programming in the whole world.
And only available on Digicron. Thanks.
I'm gonna be first in line to get one of your little black boxes, sir.
I'll see that you get one.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I thought I gave express orders not to let any unauthorized...
Unauthorized doesn't mean hospital personnel. I want to take a look at this. There's some interesting stuff in there. Army's Medical Research Unit, huh? That make you an MD?
A doctor.
An MD?
PhD, viral biology. Hey, what are you doing? Get him out of here.
Let me go, somebody go! It's not viral. It's not a dissecting aneurysm.
Okay, Blue, we got a code Blue. Yeah, you just got an line. Yeah, you get the ladder cage.
You got it right here.
Hit him with the gas.
Right.
2, 3, 4. Come on. 2,
5.5?
Come on. Do I got a pulse?
No pulse.
3. Come on. Come back to me.
Needed a doctor.
I got no pulse.
3. Come
Guess that was just too much to ask, huh?
Oh, come on.
Nothing.
2, 3, 4. We lost him.
Doctor's door, please report to the trauma unit. Doctor's
Bill.
door.
First that stunt this morning, now he's got some kick-ass federal agency breathing down our necks.
Dr. Plum, you're needed in the nursery. Dr. Plum, please report to the nursery.
How far are you gonna let this go?
Come on.
The janitor had no symptoms or whatever killed those lawyers. You could see that, right?
Yeah, I can read a med chart.
You can also see he had a condition called Marfan's. It's hereditary, very rare. Dissecting aneurysm is one of its risks.
So in his room, you recognized the symptoms? That's how you knew it wasn't the virus?
Yeah. So what do you know about the virus?
Nothing. We know almost nothing. 3 other outbreaks in the last 4 days. The law firm makes 4. 0 connection between them.
You always answer people's questions before they're asked?
Saves time.
How many dead?
15 altogether. Whatever it isn't transmitted by contact, and it isn't airborne. In each case, by the time we get to the scene, the virus has disappeared. Bottom line is, we don't know what it is, where it comes from, or why or when it's going to strike next.
That's why you send away all the press and police, why you wanted the crowds kept back. You're afraid of public panic. I want to attend the autopsies of the lawyers. I know a lot about viruses.
I know. Member of the African viral infection team. Disciplined over half a dozen times, eventually terminated for,
Insubordination. You think you know a lot about me, don't you?
Well, I know according to your file that you intentionally breached a quarantined area.
Damn right I did. They were gonna let those people die. 2 nurses and 16 villagers, and someone had to do something about it.
Somebody did. They contained the area, which was proper procedure. You could have brought back a plague.
Well, I didn't.
Well, you were lucky. I mean, what kind of professionalism is that? You think you can just break protocol whenever it suits you?
Well, I can when my fiance says one of the nurses are leaving for dead.
Sorry, I didn't...
It doesn't matter, listen. At the end, it didn't do any good. Except to make me basically unhireable. But I'd do it again in a second. Look, I've done a lot of research on viruses. You can use me, I'm very good.
Dr. Carter. I've just spoken to our hospital administrator. As of this moment, Mr. Baldwin here is suspended.
With your permission, I'd like to request that Dr. Baldwin be reassigned from his duties here, commencing immediately in order to consult with the U.S. Army under my direct authority and supervision.
Temporarily.
Very temporarily.
Come on. Just give me the Seahawks already. Come on. What's wrong with this thing? Oh, come on. They could keep it as far as I'm concerned.
There was one of them on the park and swarm flying little tiny kites, but not one liner with double, and they were zipping along. I thought that was interesting. So I bought myself a set.
Oh, damn.
The first guy to fly stunt kites in Western Canada. And I started from there, and nobody to learn, nobody to teach you, nobody to see. So it was a long process, really, to get it done. And I was in the park for 5 years before anybody else joined me. Anybody else? Everybody thought it was crazy. That kite out there flying with two lines. It's so fun. You've got to fly with one line. But now it's real multi-million-dollar. That's one thing. It's sold through Europe.
Joan!
Max! Oh my God! Oh my God!
The first incident was a teenager, age 17, the only outbreak not in the Seattle area, lived outside Portland. The father was a truck driver, no mother. The father and neighbors are all fine. Second outbreak, 2 video clerks working the all-night shift in East Seattle. Third outbreak, a sports bar, 5 dead, 3 men, 2 women.
You managed to keep it a secret, huh?
That's right.
And the people in the bar, any kind of connection between them? Some kind of cigarettes, drinks, that sort of stuff?
Zero connection. All right, great. Will you put this in my office? Thanks. So, welcome to our nightmare. Hey, Darren. How's it going?
Hey, Samantha. Nothing yet.
Darren, this is Dr. Baldwin. I've asked him to consult on the virus.
Doctor?
Darren is our modeler. He's filtering what data we have on the DNA makeup of the virus through his computer.
The computer can take a few strands of suspect DNA and run them through a couple of billion years of evolution in a matter of minutes.
So if what develops on one pass doesn't display the right characteristics, he takes the strands to the computer and does it again.
So eventually you hope to hit on a computer simulation of the virus's full DNA makeup, right?
Exactly. Where are we, Darren?
Currently shaking and baking. Generation number 793.
Pedal to the metal. We have 15 dead and counting.
I'm on it.
Dr. Stein.
It's the same thing, all right. All the same signs, all the same lack of identifiers.
Why have you left the heart and lungs?
This is Dr. Baldwin. I've asked him to consult.
The heart and lungs?
I learned my lesson when I cut into the first victim. Heart crumpled in my hands.
The virus interrupts normal organic function within the cells it infects, somehow telling the cells to start pumping out calcium.
Calcium?
Death comes either from suffocation, cardiac arrest, or brain death, depending on which of the major organs is first to turn into this.
Did you pinpoint the time of death?
Pinpoint? No. No need fresh tissue for that. Every one of these bodies is dust. I wouldn't know where to start.
What's this?
What?
It's a cyst on a vein, see?
A echinococcal cyst.
Mad, Doctor?
Is that caused by our virus?
No, it takes a long time for this kind of cyst to build up. Cells toward its center might not be calcified. Liquid. Bingo.
Hey, let's get that tested right away.
Line 3, Dr. Carter, line 3.
Nice catch, Doctor.
Thank you.
Carter, go. Got it. Got it. Yeah. We flagged another one, a residential community called Briarwood, about 70 miles north.
Red alert. Breach containment in area Alpha 6.
It's a modeling.
Red alert. Breach containment in area Alpha 6. Oh, red alert. Breach containment in area Alpha 6.
Can't. He's infected.
It's a sealed environment. How the hell did that happen?
Fine. All right. That'll be fine. I'll have Gene schedule it for early next month. I'll see you then. Excellent. Bye-bye.
Ned Henderson's here to see you, Mr. Teal, and Jack Dolan's on the teleconferencing line.
Dolan, that should be interesting. Have Henderson wait. Dolan, calling to wish me good luck?
You really think you're going to stop me?
As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've lost every damn one of my lawyers. And you're trying to tell me that you had nothing to do with it. Well, it won't work. In fact, I'm getting on a plane right now, and I'm heading straight for you, Teal. Now you try and stop that.
Jack, I have no reason to stop you. In fact, I'm really glad that you're coming because then I can see your face when you finally realize that you've lost. Have a nice flight. Send Henderson in.
You want to see me, Mr. Teal?
Albert. I told you to call me Albert. How are you enjoying your new office?
Oh, it's great. It's so it's big.
Well, making you vice president was a big promotion. But you know how I feel about my star programmer. I trust all of our plans are going smoothly?
Oh, even better than expected, Mr.
Albert?
Albert.
Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. You know, if you ever need anything, you know where you can find me.
Negative reading on the ultraviolet. Negative vial patterns. Nothing on the infrared. Status post-severe hypertonic convulsions.
What do you think?
I don't get it. There's only 2 people in the house, and the virus only attacked one of them.
I know. It's different. It just doesn't make sense. This case is definitely different.
There's got to be a connection here, you know?
Well, the virus must have hit him in the living room. But then he managed to make it all the way to the kitchen before dying. All the other victims practically dropped where they stood.
But the janitor didn't. Could the virus be mutating, weakening?
No. Viruses usually don't mutate to a weaker state. You know, they either adapt or get stronger. There's gotta be something different about Mr. Morley and the janitor. May I ask you a few questions?
Would you go sit and learn over a little while?
Mrs. Morley, can you tell me anything about your husband's general health? I mean, did he have any pre-existing conditions?
Pre-existing conditions? What led to this? Did you see him? What did that to him?
We don't know, Mrs. Morley. That's why we need your help.
My Max was in good health. He had high cholesterol, so we went for walks every night. And cataracts. Nothing severe. That was all. That was all.
I know this is difficult for you, Mrs. Morley. We appreciate your cooperation.
Hey, what's your name?
Alex.
How you doing, Alex?
Okay, I guess.
Hey, Al. What you watching there? Oh, it's Digicron. That's one of those little boxes I've been hearing about, huh? It's a lot of channels there, right?
Yep, over 500 and the best ones.
500. That's impressive.
My grandpa and grandma are part of some sort of testing thing. My grandpa hated it. He said it was too hard to work.
Listen, it's too late to go back to the city tonight, so I'll get us a couple of rooms, Army's treat, and we'll head back first thing in the morning.
Fine.
I appreciate your help today.
Thanks.
Those things I said at the hospital.
Oh, forget it. Those things I was thinking about you at the hospital, forget them too.
You know, I gotta admit, I'm impressed. You're really good.
Well, thank you.
Why didn't you fight back when you were fired? Why are you settling for ambulance work?
I guess I was too tired to fight back.
You? That's hard to imagine. Keep talking. Yeah? All right. Highlight the time of death and messenger it to the lab. Right, and cause of my cellular, scramble everything.
Hi.
Oh. Hi.
I asked the bellman to open this up for me. I just want to know when the autopsy of the old man comes in. I mean, you mentioned time of death?
Yeah. Your cyst?
Yeah.
The one you found on the lawyer?
It delivered, didn't it?
Delivered. Time of death between 4 and 5 a.m.
They were having a meeting at...
A teleconferencing call. Jack Dolan, the Australian media guy. 16-hour time difference.
And Jack Dolan...
We can't locate him anywhere. Sorry. Anyway, evidently, he's heading back to the States.
You know, I was gonna go down to the bar and have a drink and chill out. You wanna come?
You know, I have to report to my boss. I have a slew of emails. I think I just take a shower and crash.
What time tomorrow morning?
5:15?
All right. See ya.
I was thinking...
Cigarettes behind the bar.
Samantha, Oh.
What the hell?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. But I'm a doctor. It's okay.
Yeah, well, you're not my doctor.
Listen, I figured it out. I know what happened. You've got to listen to me.
What?
We know the virus isn't airborne, right? That it's not transmitted through blood or physical contact, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. All 7 lawyers got it. All of them did, but the janitor didn't. And the janitor had Marfan's, which affects the eyes in most cases. We have severe myopia and sometimes even blindness. And the old guy tonight, he stuck around a lot longer than any of the others. And he had cataracts.
So their eyes? You're saying they get it through their eyes?
Oh, come here. I'll show you something. It's a fact. A certain form of light can affect the human body. Epileptics, for example. High-intensity strobe light registered through their eyes can send their bodies into seizure.
Yeah, but these aren't seizures. It's a disease.
Watch. When the light hits your eye, it causes a chain reaction. And this leads to the opening of the ion channels. They're like your body's electrical warrant system.
Yeah, I know. They're connected to every cell.
Exactly. So something can enter through the eye optically and can find its way to the cells of the body.
You're saying they saw something?
Yes.
Oh, like what?
Screens. Television screens.
Television made them sick.
All the lawyers were teleconferencing, right? All looking at the screen in the conference room. And the janitor, he had Marfan's, right? So maybe he just glanced at the screen for just a second.
So he wasn't killed like the others?
Right. The clerks were in the video store. The people in the bar, sports bar. TV's probably on, right? So the victims may be looking at the screen at the same precise moment.
Darren was working on his computer screen, too. And Mr. Morley, watching TV.
You can thank me later. The only outbreak in question here is the trucker's son. What's his name?
Mr. Sanders.
Mr. Sanders. But if he was looking at the screen, too, then we have it.
He lives outside Portland. We can get there by morning.
All right. You get ready, and I'll check out. I'll see you later.
Hello, and welcome to a new way of banking. Please press the yellow button to try a new Digicron virtual teller system. Remember, there's no need to do your banking the old-fashioned way. For the personal touch, please press the yellow button.
I don't want to press the yellow button.
Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Remember, there's no need to do your banking the old-fashioned way. For the personal touch, please press the yellow button. Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Are you sure you want to exit our new Digicron system? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
What's going on? I'll call 911.
We'll keep sifting the location. I'm checking out this one lead, then I'm coming right back in.
Never say goodbye.
What?
When you finish on the phone, you never say goodbye or over and out, nothing.
You blink funny.
What?
Yeah, sometimes when you blink twice instead of just once. Mr. Sanders? I'm Dr. Samantha Carter. I'm with the U.S. Army. I was wondering if we could ask you a few questions about your son.
Pardon the mess. The hell with it, it is what it is.
Your son was into computers?
Oh, yeah. Called himself a hacker. That's what it is.
Mr. Sanders, we're with the U.S. Medical Research Team. I appreciate your time. Was your son working on his computer when he became ill?
Yeah. Digicron. Digicron 500 channels? The big turn-on? Max Morley last night, he had one of these too, remember?
I can explain that. It came off my load. A load out of Seattle. Mikey came with me on that trip, and he kind of lifted one. He was really into that computer stuff.
Did he get it to work?
Oh, yeah. But he had to hack into the Digicron system to do it, and as soon as I saw that, I told him to turn the damn thing off, because I was afraid of losing my job, you know?
Rush was on all across the country as Digicron's black boxes officially went on sale at noon today. And as expected, there was no shortage of customers wanting to get theirs. First-day sales figures are expected to exceed every industry prediction. KQMQ reporter Dan Jackson has more.
Get an on-site team over there right away. Another one, a woman at an ATM.
ATM, another screen, see?
I'm at Rainier General. Right. Bye. Could we have a little more light in here?
Sorry, I forget sometimes. A virus that jumps from computer screens to people, that is definitely out there.
For us, this whole hospital practically runs itself on your computer system, right?
Practically?
So if anybody should appreciate the possibility
Have a remote.
of what we're after here.
It'd be me, I agree. But I imagine the reason you're here is because I have no screen attached to my computer, so no chance of my being infected, if your theory's correct. Coffee?
No, thanks. That did cross my mind, though.
Look, the thing is, we've got to make this theory very real, very fast, or drop it. I mean, what is it that computer viruses do? They delete programs, screw them up?
Pretty much what organic viruses do. Only organic viruses do it to a living cell.
Look, there's no computer virus in the world sophisticated enough to act on a complex organic system like the human body. It's just not possible. Now, if you expect me to find this puppy, get out of here and let me get to work.
Get my pigeon number?
Get out of here.
Ned!
What do you want?
I take it you know who I am, then?
I'm sorry. I can't talk to you. I could lose my job.
Listen to me, Ned. You're not an easy man to track down, and you don't return calls.
I'm sorry. I've got to get in. I've got a lot of work to do.
I've no doubt of that, my boy, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. You see, I've got a proposition for you, one that could make you a very rich man.
I'm not interested.
You see, I'm working on a little something, Ned, but I need someone inside
Just
Digicron.
please, leave me alone.
Trust me, Ned. It's in your best interest to listen.
No.
I keep thinking about Darren Kemper's modeling computer. I mean, we're talking billions of years of evolution in a matter of minutes.
And with that much evolution, I'd say just about anything's possible.
What if somebody developed a few key components of a computer virus with the potential, just the potential, to affect the human body?
Then he ran it through the modeling process. And it became something that actually interacts with the human body.
Just before he died, Kemper was attempting to model the virus. What if he did?
He didn't just evolve a simulation, he actually evolved a living version of the virus?
Well, that's how he was infected, even though he was in a completely isolated environment. But how does Digicron figure in?
What if the Digicron system is infected with the virus?
That could be. I read in the papers the other day that Digicron has test sites all over Seattle, including banks and businesses. I mean, the big turn-on is the day after tomorrow. After that, those boxes are gonna be everywhere.
Oh, that's just so wild, Nick. You think a virus can be this smart?
A virus knows how to survive, how to adapt, but not how to actually think. Unless someone else is doing the thinking for it.
Give me the executive offices at Digicron.
Welcome to the future. Here at Digicron, we pride ourselves on being visionaries. The future we're creating is not about high-tech hardware. It's about communication and accessibility for every person around the globe. We're taking the first steps toward that goal with our new system. 500-channel television, home banking and shopping, internet travel. It all starts with the big turn-on and Digicron.
Mr. Teal will see you now. This is a very busy day for him. Mr. Teal? Dr. Carter is here to see you.
Oh, Dr. Carter, I must say you're very persistent.
Thank you for seeing us in such short notice, Mr. Teal.
Always anxious to help out the Army when I can.
This is Dr. Nick Baldwin. He's from Rainier General.
Excellent hospital. I gave them $300,000 last year. You want to sit down? What's this all about, Dr. Carter?
It's about a virus, a possible virus in your Digicron system.
A virus? A software virus? I thought you said this was a medical emergency. Something about a human virus?
It is. The deaths I mentioned to you on the phone, the law firm, the sports bar, the bank, they're all a part of your test group. As extraordinary as it sounds, the one common connection between all the victims is exposure to your system.
So what you're saying is that this is a computer virus that people can catch. Well, that may be medically possible, but from my system, it's impossible.
Isn't it the nature of computer viruses that they're incredibly well hidden?
Absolutely. That's why we use virus detection software. And our system uses the best virus detection software several times a day. Don't you think it would be possible that these victims of yours could have come in contact with this virus in a more conventional way?
Well, first victim we find who gets it while they're out chopping wood, we'll be out of here.
Mr. Teal, we have an extremely deadly virus loose in the Seattle area. And right now, all evidence points here to Digicron. Now, what has us concerned is your big turn-on in 2 days.
Less than 2 days.
If our theory is correct, and if you continue with the turn-on, you're putting the entire country at risk of being infected.
This isn't about a virus, is it? This is about creating a panic, disrupting the turn-on. Well, you can tell Jack Dolan that all of the lies in the world are not going to stop this thing from happening.
This isn't a plot against your company.
There's a virus out there.
One Army agent and one doctor from Rainier General, and that's the extent of the investigation of this deadly virus? But it would be enough, wouldn't it? To cause a panic.
I am from the government, Mr. Teal, and people are dying.
Of computer disease? Let me make this very simple. Categorically, there cannot be an undetected virus in the Digicron system. And if you dare spread one word of these outrageous lies to anyone, be forewarned. You're not just treading on thin ice here. You're attempting to walk on water. And I'll drown you.
That paranoid one, you say?
Well, we threatened his multi-billion-dollar turn-on. What'd you expect?
Unless he's hiding something.
Oh, why would Albert Till want to murder millions of his paying customers? You know, if there's a virus in the system, he doesn't know about it.
So what now?
Well, I'm already up to my neck in the pool. I might as well get my head wet. I'm going to submit a hot sheet to my boss, give her everything we've got, and the entire agency's going to be on it by morning.
Oh, my apartment isn't far from here. You can write it up there if you like.
Excuse me, Mr. Teal. I've reached Senator Stowe. He's on your private line.
Hank, just a minute, please. Thanks.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No thanks, Gene. Good night.
Good night.
Hank, thanks for taking my call so quickly. I hate to trouble you like this, but I've got a potential problem with one of the agencies under your committee's political umbrella. It's nothing earth-shattering, but what I've got facing me in less than 2 days, it could be an annoyance that I don't need. It's the Army's Medical Research Unit.
It's ready.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, great. Oh, do you have a fork? I'm not very good with these things.
I don't have any, actually.
You don't have a fork?
I don't eat here much, tell you the truth.
Thanks.
You can take 5 minutes and eat, you know.
She's beautiful.
She was.
You know, I've seen a lot, but I've never seen someone I love die.
I hope you never do. In Africa, it was just me. Everybody else in the village was... well, there was nothing I could have done. I was too late. You know, I took the job at the hospital thinking it'd be easy, you know? Fix them up, end them off. But it's not always like that.
It's a bitch finding out you still give a damn, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, what about you? Why viral research?
Because it was the single most challenging profession I could find. Because it ticked my parents off. I mean, they always pushed my brothers into the sciences, but they thought I should be an artist or a dancer or something a little more femme.
Oh, you seem pretty femme to me.
So, anyway, I got my doctorate in viral biology, and the Army recruited me really hard after I got out, so I decided to go for it. And I have to admit, I've never been more challenged in my life. I mean, the thrill of chasing that killer that's 1/10,000,000th of our size, who thrives in a varied environment. I mean, I'm babbling.
No, not at all.
Email.
Yeah. What? What are you talking about? You gotta be kidding, man. The hospital just suspended me. They just had an harassment suit slapped against them by Digicron. My name happens to be on it. But that makes our investigation that much more...
investigation. Not anymore, not by me.
What are you talking about?
There's a leak. The local stations are airing the story right now, so as of an hour ago, I'm off the case. My boss said it came from the top. Hell, you know, I don't even know the people at the top knew I existed.
It doesn't matter whether they knew. The point is, Teal knew.
Please understand this is not an epidemic. There is nothing wrong with the water or food supplies. There are no areas of the city to avoid. Nothing in particular for the general public to do at this time. We recommend that you stay calm, stay alert, and remain by your televisions for continued updates from public health officials.
Please leave a message after the beep. Thank you.
Pick up, it's me. Are you there? I want to make certain everything is moving ahead like we discussed. Make sure this thing is undetectable, all right? Look, just call me, okay? What we've done here at Digicron is develop software that makes telecommunications less labor-intensive and therefore more affordable. After the big turn-on tomorrow, all a consumer will need is one of our black boxes to receive every channel, perform banking transactions, surf the internet, and all with a regular television and telephone.
I say we just walk up there and dump the whole thing right in this lap.
No, wait a minute. We shouldn't even be here.
Life for all our
get
subscribers.
They were just concerned citizens like everyone else.
As well as education.
I just like to hear Teal explain to the press, to everyone, why there's this virus in the system that's killing people.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to explain anything. I mean, he has all the credibility, and we have no solid proof.
Mr. Teal, all personal and operating systems
The answer
are
still lies in his company.
That's right. As a matter of fact, we're standing right at the hub of the whole system. Behind these walls are the computers that link up with the Digicron satellite. From here, we can control every aspect of the Digicron system to any corner of the world. I invite you to take a look, please.
No idea.
See those two? Yes. I want them to leave. I don't want them talking to any reporters. Of course, sir.
Is there a problem?
Just one of Jack Dolan's little tricks. I think he might be trying to create a panic.
Jack Dolan. Are they trying to stop a big turn-on?
Well, they might try to stop it, but they won't succeed. Don't sweat the little problems, Ned. This is supposed to be the fun part.
Rusty, I'm listening. Hold on a second. It's Rusty. Yeah, I'm here.
I used the Digicron box to get into the mainframe, and I'm going over the printout of some of the files. And there's something that's...
Is it our virus?
I can't tell what it is exactly, Nick. But there's definitely something in the Digicron system.
This sucker is incredibly well camouflaged, though. We need to know. We need proof, man.
I know. I'm having to write some new virus detection software of my own to try to trap it.
It's gonna take time. In less than 18 hours, people are gonna start dying in their living rooms.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Nicky. You're a real morale booster. Look, I'm on it, okay?
All right, thanks. He's getting close, but nothing concrete yet.
Well, this is all I could find at the Hartford Library on Albert Teal and Digicon. Here you go. You don't happen to have anything to drink, do you? With caffeine?
Water? Ned Henderson,
Is the employee of Digicon?
Vice President of Research and Development. Just got promoted.
What does that tell us?
Well, what's interesting is why he got the promotion. I mean, according to this, he created the software for the big turn-on.
So if anybody knew what's in there.
He would.
Hey, you know what? I think I saw something with addresses of all the Digicon employees. Yeah, I did.
See.
Ned Henderson.
Ned Henderson. Hey, wait. It's Rusty. It says get over here now. I guess he found something.
You think we should go to the hospital first, then?
Yeah.
Watch out!
Under the truck!
Did you get the plate?
Yeah, I got the plate. I say somebody thinks we're getting too close.
Yeah, sure, but you owe me one.
Thanks, Charlie. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, you know.
Sticking my neck out for you, starting to feel like a bad habit.
Fine. All my security clearances have been suspended. They won't run the plates.
Don't worry, I took care of it. Charlie's got a poker buddy in the force.
Really? Hey, I did find out there've been 3 more deaths. An electronics store on the west side selling the Digicron black boxes.
Yeah, but what still doesn't make sense to me is why isn't this happening to everybody using the Digicron system?
I don't know, you know? Maybe there's something different about some of the boxes.
No, if the virus is in the system, it should be affecting anyone who happens to watch.
Dr. Store? Dr. Store?
Who's there?
Rusty, it's us. It's okay.
Did you find something?
Something, honey. I have found it. The virus. Whoever created this is a genius. A twisted genius.
So it is a computer virus?
This thing is unbelievable. It's been programmed to hide and keep hiding. The more you search for it, the deeper it goes.
Is it Teal?
I don't know. What I can tell is that there's this nearly undetectable virus deep inside the basic programming. A virus that waits until some other non-Digicron software is installed. Then it goes to work, destroying it.
So only Digicron software will ever be truly compatible.
But it's not going after software. It's killing people.
Exactly.
That's what all those people had in common. They must have been threatening the system somehow. God, how stupid. Remember the bartender at the sports bar? They found the remote control in his hand. And the video clerks, they were fooling around with the black box. I mean, could they all have been trying to disconnect the system?
Yeah. They said on the news that lady cop at the ATM was pounding the machine, trying to turn it off.
And the old man's grandson, he told me his grandfather hated the black box, found it too confusing.
So once this thing has been turned on, you can never turn it off?
The virus is like an animal protecting itself. It only attacks when it feels threatened.
So the virus has determined that the most efficient way to accomplish its purpose is by destroying the user himself.
Give the lady a prize, Johnny. Whoever programmed this for Digicron started it all by building off the very first computer virus. It was very aptly named Reaper.
You talk about it as if it's a living thing.
It has a purpose, and it can strategize to affect that purpose. It's got an incredible will to survive, and it can evolve. You have a better definition for alive?
So Teal knew about the virus. Certainly he doesn't know about this. But he's about to let loose this thing on millions of people.
Get help! Go get help!
Dr. Fugate, could you report to ICU? Dr. Fugate to ICU.
Hey, how's it doing?
As good as can be expected, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, the virus has been trying to get Rusty all this time. But I guess it couldn't because his computer didn't have a screen.
Sort of all this other way.
Rerouting the computer's voltage and shooting it full force through the keyboard.
That's alive.
And deadly. I never should have got him involved in this.
Man, Nick, listen. The big turn-on's less than 2 hours away. So why don't you just stay here with Rusty and I'll go check out Ned Henderson, okay?
No, I'll come with you. Come on!
Go, Blue, coming through. Go. All right, give me the each. 5. No, I need you to start a line. Got the pass cards.
Get it going.
5.5.
You're on?
Okay,
Let's go.
I notified rheumatologist. Give me the light. Getting gas.
Just fine.
Pulse. All clear.
Proud of me now, Dad?
I told you. Just listen to me, all right?
Why are you...
Because you're the only one that can help me, my boy. And I swear to you, I'll make it worth your while. Now, you just take a look at that. Ah, you see, I thought that would get your attention. It's all yours, Ned, all of it. And all you've got to do is help me. Help me plant some kind of bug, something in this system. It's so simple, Ned. This could change your life.
There are more important things than money.
That may be, Ned. But do you really want to be a nothing for the rest of your life? A nobody? Think of what you could do with all of that. Come on, Ned. Don't let me down.
Maybe you are right, Mr. Dolan. Maybe you are right. Follow me.
Atta boy. My God. Look at this place. How the hell can you work down here, Ned? I can hardly breathe.
You are sounding more and more like my father, Mr. Dolan. He was a brilliant man, a scholar. He used to tell me I wouldn't amount to much either. he didn't understand me.
Yeah, well, his loss, huh? Now then, how can we make Digicron's system inoperable, huh?
You know, it's funny. Mr. Teal gave me a raise and a promotion for creating a virus that would destroy your software. And now you give me so much more money to destroy his system. So many games.
Sneaky bastard. I knew he'd try something like that. I bet you get off on that, don't you, Ned? Playing us against each other.
Oh, no. You see, you two think small. I think big. Very big. Here, why don't you have a seat and you can see for yourself? I'm far from nothing, Mr. Dolan. I have created something amazing. Keep watching. I said just watch.
I'm a government agent. If you're here, please answer. Mr. Henderson? Mr. Henderson?
Nicky, they're looking all over for you.
Have you seen Samantha?
Yes, she just went to talk to Ned Henderson. But, buddy, you know that license you wanted me to check out?
Yeah?
Belongs to him. It's the same guy.
I don't have my car.
Oh, hey, here. Take mine. And don't wreck it, please. I just had it fixed.
I owe you one, thank you.
Teal's making you do this, isn't he?
Shut up. I don't know what to hear about Teal. This is my time, all right?
Listen to me. Stop this before somebody else dies.
I am done listening to you and to Jack Dolan. Today is the day that everybody listens to me. Do you realize that what I've accomplished is amazing? All Teal wanted to do was monopolize the market. I have created a higher, more efficient life form. Don't you understand how miraculous that is? No, I guess you wouldn't. But you'll see. This is going to be an extraordinary day.
It's an hour away. You're sure there's no possibility that something could have gone wrong somehow?
Everything is going to be fine, Albert.
You're sure?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Knew I could count on you. See you shortly then.
Public alarm at this time. We don't know conclusively that any of these incidents are related. We don't know anything for certain right now and will not know until all of the victims have been properly examined. Thank you very much.
Better. Much better.
Mr. Teal, your car is waiting for you downstairs.
Let's get the show on the road, Jean. It'll be an extraordinary day.
Samantha? Samantha!
God.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's Jack Dolan. Hurry, because Henderson's uploaded Reapers in the Digicron mainframe. Henderson's been behind this whole thing from the beginning. At first, he targeted Dolan's lawyers and anyone who threatened his system.
Then we gotta get him to stop it.
No, that's just it. Reapers evolved even more.
So after the big turn on, everyone with the black box.
He's gonna die.
Congratulations, Mr. Teal.
A Digicron baby.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the inspiration behind the Digicron system, Mr. Albert Teal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm delighted that you, my closest associates, are here to share with me this extraordinary day for Digicron. Standing here, a bright Friday morning, reminds me of another morning a few years back, the morning of my 4th birthday. I got the one present that I wanted for more than anything else in the whole world. A two-way wrist communicator, just like the one worn by Dick Tracy. When I went to turn it on, I discovered it wasn't real. The only picture of Dick Tracy himself. I sat down and I remember my dad telling me it's just a toy. Telephones that let you see the person you're talking to just don't exist. Well, it's taken me a few years, but with your help, this morning, I got my two-way wrist radio.
No, wait a minute. How are we gonna get in there? We can't get past security.
We're almost out of time. I got an idea. Come on.
What are you doing?
Here, hold this. Look vapid.
Excuse me. KBHX. Come on, we're late. Late.
As with any project of this magnitude, there are many creative minds responsible for making this crazy dream of mine become a reality. Many of them require no introduction. In fact, some of you out there know exactly who you are because you've been trying to steal all these ideas away from me for years. Huh?
I'll try to get to the control room, all right?
You go see what you can do. I'll handle Teal.
We're proud to have contributed to a better life for everyone. Technological advances in this century have led to a very apt phrase to describe our new world. And that phrase is global village. Through the Digicron system, we've created an environment where those living on opposite ends of the planet can become neighbors. And an atmosphere for shared
You know where the men's room is?
Down to the right. Become a reality. Look a man in the eye if you really want him to understand you, my grandfather used to say. Now, for decades, that wasn't possible, not unless you were standing in the same room and in his presence. Well, at this moment, that changes forever.
I'm sorry, I think I'm lost. You know?
System activation in 3 minutes, 38 seconds, 37, 36, 35, 34.
Albert Teal! U.S. Army, I order you to stop this operation immediately.
We got a problem.
This global village of ours is about to become a much
Hold
smaller
it.
place.
We know about your virus, Teal. We know about Reaper.
Stop!
Activation in
Put
2 minutes,
it down.
50 seconds, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44.
Fellow villagers,
Teal, look away! Look away from the monitor! The virus is trying to kill everybody. How do we stop it? Teal?
Anderson.
System activation. 1 minute, 28 seconds. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
How do we stop it?
What's happening? What's happened here?
It's gonna happen to everybody if you don't tell me how. How do we stop it?
System activation in 1 minute, 10, 9,
Can't stop it.
8,
The system is completely automated. The system is running itself.
Projector, give me your gun. Get back! Everybody get back! Nick.
34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25,
I want you to watch this before I kill you!
23. System activation in 20 seconds.
Oh, you did it.
We did it. Marty, grab my charts off the front seat and grab my bag, too, will you?
Dr. Davis, please dial connection 38.
Why don't you take a deep breath for me, please?
Second floor nursing station.
Now, there's a possibility some subdural bleeding still occurring. Why don't you get him to OR, please?
Hey. Patch him up good, Nick.
You got it, Charlie.
Save any lives tonight, Doctor?
Yeah. Look,
I know. You have one more to save tonight.
They just brought him in.
So, our romantic dinner becomes a late-night supper?
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm getting used to it.